So there are three courses, the first of which that I'll talk about, and you can take these in any order, which I'll mention again on the next slide, but is biomaterials. It's offered in the fall and is a 9-unit course. In this class, we talk about all the different types of materials, how you would evaluate them for biocompatibility, all the properties of those materials, what would work for fabricating them, and really how to then move on to FDA approval. In our bioprinting and biofabrication course, this is where you start to learn about different biofabrication techniques and then take the plastic printer, use it to make some molds to learn about fabricating soft materials. And then we take that printer apart and turn it into a bioprinter with just a few expensive parts in your home. And then we start to use kitchen grade materials, which are very similar to the lab grade materials that we use, to start to make actual soft scaffolds in your own home. And then over the summer, we have our tissue engineering course, which dives deeper into materials and cells together so that instead of maybe looking at just devices, we're really looking at combining the two to engineer organs and tissues, how that process works, and then how testing that would work afterwards. So as I mentioned, there's three courses. One is offered each semester. However, you can take them in any order. So we have people join us each semester, which actually makes for a really fun dynamic class where we start to get new people and new perspectives each time. We have one live Zoom session per week in the evenings. We try to make it so that everybody is able to join from the different time zones across the country. And we're really there to kind of review topics, but dive deeper and have these discussions because most of the learning is done in the asynchronous coursework. So that's where you kind of, it's almost like a flipped online classroom where you look at the material beforehand and then we come in together to discuss it. These are the same quality and rigor as our on-campus courses. I've taught all three of these courses on campus, and I continue to teach the bioprinting and biofabrication every year. And so I've taken that content and adapted it with our learning engineers to make it in a deliverable way that you can get the same quality and rigor that we offer in person. Usually it's about 6 to 10 hours a week of what you would work on in the coursework, but this is at your own pace. We have kind of like one due date per week, but that's flexible. You turn things in as you go and really work at your own pace so that you're not on a really strict deadline. We also offer an optional on-campus lab experience in the summer, which some of the students want to come back for the second, even after they finish the course certificate program, because we bring you to campus for about 3.5 full days in the lab. And we do all of the tissue engineering techniques that we discussed, like cell culture, immunofluorescent staining, which are those really nice fluorescent images that you see in papers. We talk about casting 3D tissues and do some other assays. And then for those that maybe join us in the summer and haven't yet had the bioprinting course, we also kind of start to work then on the bioprinting and have the students that have already taken that course take it a step further with the lab grade materials and the cells that they didn't have access to at home. So we've seen really positive feedback about this, and it was really great to bring together the people we see every week on Zoom to campus. We also had them meet the other faculty in the department over lunch so they could hear about their research, but then also just kind of, have more informal discussions.